We're now getting closer to the time we're actually going to start setting up the resale rights package and editing the files and the payment buttons, the delivery, everything else. One thing you want to have ready before you move forward in that process is your Aweber account, your autoresponder account. You may choose to use others. In our case, to fit well with the course, we're using Aweber. I'm not going to walk you through on how to set up and run a full autoresponder account for this video. I just want to give you an idea of just making sure things are ready and prepared for you to use. Once you've logged in and you're at home, you can just go ahead and create and manage a list. Then you want to choose to create a new list. And then you're at the basic settings page. So here you just put your information, your list name, your description, the from name, your address, email address if you want to be notified. So as people sign up, you want to say, yes, hey, I've got a new subscriber on my list of my opt-in page. And you put your name and an email address here that it's going to forward to so you get notified. And then you choose Save Settings. Just a quick tip for you, I'd make sure that you make the list description and certainly the list name as well if you can, something that relates to the course that you're going to be attaching it to, just because when you've got a situation where you've got a 400 resale rights products, you want to know which list corresponds to which. You could at this point just do a general freebie list, so everybody that signs up and gets anything for you where you're giving away a free gift, if they're all in a similar kind of niche so you don't mind them being on the same list, then by all means just use that list for this stage. It's up to you how you segregate. But you just fill out the information. When you're happy, you save settings and you're going to move on to personalizing your list. Personalize your list, put your company name, your website and your email signature, and you can upload a logo if you want to. I'm not going to walk through this. It just shows you that you need to fill that out. You can add your social media sharing and Facebook if you like to here. Always leave the broadcast archive settings, including the web form and Twitter link. I'd leave those. If they're preset, I'd leave them. Otherwise, it's up to you. Global snippets, you don't need to worry about at this stage. It's just for you later on. If you want to get a bit more technical, then you can use snippets inside of Aweber. It's a nice little tool. You'd save settings, which would then take you on to the confirmed opt-in, where you'd set up your subject line for the message to say please confirm your subscription. If you're using double opt-in, you'll want to have that here. Then we received a request, you'll edit this as well. And then the closing statement, double opt-in on, and then your success page would be your sales page. This would take them to your sales page of your website. So when they've succeeded in signing up, you'll want to make sure you put that into here. That's why I've showed you at this stage. In other videos, when we look at setting up your autoresponder to work with your account, you need to put this in here. So for example, if this is the opt-in for the squeeze page, then here you want to put the success page URL for your thank you page. And I will come back and show this to you when we go through setting up the squeeze page. And that's pretty much it. You'd save that and then you'd move on to create the messages. So if you're going to have a follow-up series, you'd choose messages here. And you'd create a new follow-up message, and then you could perhaps follow up with pre-selling the person and getting to go back to your sales page. And in those emails, I'd recommend that you link back to the sales page in order to sell them on the product that they've purchased or you'd like them to purchase from you. So the steps would be they've got their download, free download, and they've left it in a couple of days, and then they get a nice reminding email from you with perhaps a bit of information. You could even take some of the content from the course and just write a little bit about it. Put it in here as a follow-up and say, get more information on the course by clicking here, and then send them to your sales page. You're ready to then move on and carry on with the course. Later on, we're going to come back, so I'm going to show you how to set up your web form to fit nicely into your site. But for now, you've got the basics set up because you've got a list ready, and you've probably gone ahead and put in a welcome message as well. In the next video, we'll look at unzipping the files into a directory and then getting the squeeze page ready to start adding things like your autoresponder.